From 2. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Chicago, Williams and Vucevic are inside. Josh Giddey out there with ball. And it's Buzelis in at the 3. Ingram with a screen on Giddey. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these types of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vucevic.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And that one's good.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Out to the wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how coach thought they might limit him tonight. Coach told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by getting up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that plan pans out for them, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Picked by Poeltl. Ingram, the pass to Poeltl. And there's a 3-second violation. Chicago with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
When you look at Josh Giddey's overall skill set and combine that with the 6'8" size and the point guard mindset that he has, he is special. The playmaking, the willingness to score it in tough spots. This guy has got a bright future.
Now here's Dick. Outside Ingram. 5 on the clock. Poeltl with a screen on ball. Ingram, the pass to Poeltl, and the dunk by Poeltl.
I'm not sure which was better, Poeltl's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
Ball with it. Now guarded by Barrett. And here's Giddey. Back to Vucevic. Ball passes to Vucevic. The Bulls with another miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Barnes. Kicks it out to Barrett. Pass to Poeltl. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Poeltl's got 6.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. Poeltl grabs a miss. The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
These are his first free throws of the game. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
You love the decisiveness with which Vucevic is making these decisions. He's got the green light to shoot it on the catch.
Dick, the pass to Ingram. Back to Dick. Ingram with the ball. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Williams. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Giddey. Nice move. Rebound Toronto. And stolen by Williams. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And stolen by Williams. Outside Giddey. Fires the three. Ball outside. Picked by Vucevic. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J. He's got 9. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Clock at 4. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
They want Ingram attacking the basket like this. It gets his juices flowing when he can get to the rim and finish strong.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Vucevic, a screen on Ingram. Here's Williams. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Ingram against Ball. The shot by Ingram, no good. Bulls leading by 4. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Pirtle grabs a miss. The Raptors have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Here's Dick. And it's off from three-point range. Giddey into the lane. Three-pointer, Buzelis. That one no good. Nikola Vucevic. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Chicago. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Grady Dick out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Boucher in at the center position. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now here's Ingram. 5 points in the game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
Here's Ingram, trailing by 10. Barrett passes to Ingram. It's Barnes on the wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, you love that he wants to finish with authority, sending a message to the defense. R.J. Barrett.
Pass to Buzelis. Driving inside. Oh, wow!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Oh, that's some big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me? I can finish anyway.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Now here's Barrett. Boucher a screen on Ball. Good chance here for Ingram. Great look, but off the mark.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
He's got a nose for the basketball and a high level of activity around the rim. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Boucher.
Back to Ball. Here's Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Ingram against Williams. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. Williams has got 6 here in the corner. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Right side Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Knocks it loose. Raptors trail by 9. Here's Dick. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Dick's got 6.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Ball. Up top, Vucevic. Pass to Giddey. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And now the Raptors on the break. Here's Dick. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action.
After review, the play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
Challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he drops the first. And so he makes both from the line.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
16 seconds left in the first half. Now Ball. He's got 7. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic, a screen on Barrett. Here's Giddey. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Bulls. They're up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Nikola Vucevic has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Zach Collins out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. Got a hand on it.
Really nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Horton-Tucker. He's off on that one. Pirtle with some nice D. Raptors trail by 7. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stores.
Well, think about it, BA. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
Toronto shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. Kicks it to Quickly. Pirtle with a screen on White. Quickly passes to Pirtle. Here's Momo. Another shot. And it's laid up and in by Pirtle. Pirtle's got 8.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
There's the double team with Quickly. Here's White. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Quickly, right side. Smith with the rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's White. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Here's White. Isumu outside. White looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. Raptors trail by 5. Quickly outside. Down low. Here's Pirtle. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. For Chicago, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Isumu. And he makes it on the layup. Isumu's gotten his first points in this one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Chicago leading by 7. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. White for 3. They get it back. Toronto's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:27 left to play in the third quarter here.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
To the inside. Here's Horton Tucker. And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it. Raptors trail by 5. Knocked away. White with it. Now Quickly defending. The shot from the low post is good. White's got 6 here in the quarter. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Pass to Isumu. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's White. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. And there's a pick. White for 3. And it's White again missing. Quickly up top. He gets it in there. And it's now only a 1-point Bulls lead.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. There it is, the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Grady Dick. And it's Boucher in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Barnes. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Barnes. That free throw good from Giddey. Raptors trail by 4. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First team foul.
Ingram against ball. Fires from deep. The shot by Ingram, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Pass to Buzelis. Now Vucevic. Giddey into the lane. That one falls. Coming off the Vucevic feed. Vucevic has got 3 assists now in this one. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 9. Barrett a screen on ball. Ingram finds Barrett. Back to Ingram. Pass to Barnes. Now here's Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Counted from distance.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Picked by Vucevic. Ball with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. Vucevic against Barrett. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
Barrett a screen on ball. Here's Ingram. Banked it in off the glass. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And it's Giddey off the drive. And stolen by Boucher. And they're pushing it up. And here's Ingram from the arc. Buries it from 3.
And this guy is just a gamer. Ingram doesn't feel pressure. He embraces the moment, taking and making important shots.
Pass to ball. Here's Buzelis. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
Here's Barrett. Outside for Ingram. Stripped it away. There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter here. Pass to Vucevic. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Barrett against Ball. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Barrett can't hit. Bulls leading by 8. Now here's Ball. From downtown. And it's Boucher with the rebound. 1:03 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Ingram, the pass to Dick. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, hard-nosed play from Ingram, getting in tight and forcing the defender into a mistake.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Now here's Giddey, guarded by Dick. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Dick, the pass to Ingram. Kicks it out to Barron. Back to Ingram. From the arc. Chicago with a rebound. Ball outside. Takes it inside. And Ball throws it down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 10.
Shooting for Toronto.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Here's Giddey. Puts up a three. Oh, rejected by Boucher. And so Chicago takes the win. This one was a fun one to
Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong in rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Larry Nance out there with Rizachet. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Daniels in a 2-guard.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. Basket good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Giddey following the basket by Trae Young. And that one good.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
It's Young on the wing. Nance sets a screen for Young. No good on the 3. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game. And that energy behind Giddey's drive helping him get it done.
Here's Young. Pass to Okongwu. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young looking around, driving the lane, and a missed layup. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Ball, and it's sent back by Okongwu. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Hawks on D. 4-point game. Chicago again turning it over. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And good recognition there from Trae. It's part of his role. He's got to find open guys.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special. Calm and collected with that jumper. Giddey under total control.
Rizachet with it, working on Williams. Okongwu with a screen on Giddey. 20 feet out. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Okongwu's now got 5 points so far. Ball kicks to Giddey. There's the drive. Nobody near Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Okongwu with a screen on Giddey. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Here's Young after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Daniel. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Yep, it counts.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
With the floater, ball kicks to Giddey. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And the defense right now just guessing what they need to do to shut down Josh Giddey.
Young against Ball. And Young, here we go. Rebounded by Vucevic.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
With 2 seconds left, goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Well, it's been a hot... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. Then there's Rizachet, and it's Nance in at the power forward position. Young drives in, and he banks in the layup. Young's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Defenders just too worried about Trae pulling up on the shot, so he took advantage and just flew by him.
Giddey against Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Analytics for the eye test. The optics or the numbers in front, Greg. When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way. Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Count that one. Giddey's got 6 in the quarter.
And everybody loves a big man that can pass. And Vucevic putting his vision on full display there.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Nance finds Young. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Nance. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Bulls leading And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
Daniels kicks to Young. Nance sets a screen for Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Vucevic with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Okongwu, and Okongwu slams it in. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Amongst the centers in this league, Vuce is perhaps the best jump shooter. So comfortable letting it fly.
Here's Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Good. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And you can see why this team depends on Young for a big chunk of their offensive production. This guy is a pure scorer.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Young outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 15.
And Trey doing a good job exploring, trying to find those soft spots in the defense.
Here's Ball, and he lays it straight in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hawks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Back to Giddey. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. And here is Giddey. The kick out to Williams. Shoots. Rebounded by the Hawks. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Young pass to Okongwu. Shoots over Vucevic, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. You've got Taylor Horton-Tucker. Dosunmu is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Collins, and it's Smith in at the center, locking down the middle. That one drops for him.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
LeVert against White. And here is Dosunmu. Pass to Horton-Tucker. The three drops in the tray. Horton-Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot. And for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
White dishes to Collins. And he He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Capella sets a screen for LeVert. Pass to Mann. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. White looking around. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Good job attacking the rim right there from the big man, Collins.
Capella sends a screen for LeVert, and the wing jumper offline.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Chalk up 2 there.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
White the pass to Horton Tucker. Back to White. Smith outside. It's White on the wing. LeVert defending. And Capella sends it back.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times and throws that one away.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Hawks trail by 6. Three-pointer, LeVert gets the three-pointer to fall. LeVert's got 7.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Smith kicks to White. Shoots over Capella. And it's White missing. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Mann passes to LeVert. Capella with a screen on Collins. And the rejection by Smith. Oh, and here we go at Collins. Nobody back. Shoots over Capella. Out to White. Inside. Here's Smith. And that one, good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Johnson left side. Man up top. Defended by Dosunmu. And the shot is good from Johnson.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Collins setting the pick for White. Smith with a screen on LeVert. White wide open. He fires. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under over.
But it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's Atlanta up 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Rizashay is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Daniels. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Young in at the point. Young outside. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
The kick out to Williams. Now Giddey. And he gets the bucket. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Bulls have got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. To the wing on the left. Here's Buzelis, covered by Nance. Count that bucket. Giddey's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you can see the passing ability at his size. Buzelis is all for getting it to his open teammate.
And Young kicks to Okongwu. The basket good off the assist from Young.
Assist from
Young's got 4 assists in the game. And it's ball penetrating. Here's Vucevic. No good from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Nance, no good. Bulls have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Out left to the wing. Ball with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And Ball slams it in.
Lonzo Ball, give me pressure. I'll show you what I can do.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 4. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Giddey goes in. .151 left in the fourth. And good that time. Giddey's got 34 points.
No nerves from Josh Giddey that time.
Young for 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Ball against Young. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
second team foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Josh Giddey showing you he can get up.
High post Young. Okongwu with a screen on ball. Young pass to Okongwu. Down low. Okongwu a screen. Young's shot is off.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Ball from long range. Aaron Nance comes up with the rebound. The Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Williams sets a screen for Ball. Cans it from downtown.
That's impressive finish and getting the hoop to go from Lonzo Ball.
And that one misses.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nance a screen on Ball. And here's Young from the arc. Atlanta again missing. Young against Ball. Bruzelis, no one around him. Another three for Chicago. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love joining us for NBA. Action. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Tyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. Then it's Riza Shea. Then there's Okongwu. And it's Nance in at the power forward position. And for Toronto, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Dick. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this. Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Barrett against Young. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. And Coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
Here's Riza Shea. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Outside Dick. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Young. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Will it go? He can't hit that time. Toronto leading by 8. Here's Barrett. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now here's Dick. Drives to the hoop. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Young attacking. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Young's got 7 points.
It's amazing what Young can do out there offensively. He just reads the defense so well.
Here's Dick. Outside for Ingram. Lets it fly. Okongwu with the rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Daniels. The kick out to Nance. They get the rebound. Pass to Riza Shea. Picked up by Okongwu. Young, the pass to Nance. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. 8-point game. Good.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, what a look. I mean, Young, a high-level passer.
Here's Dick. The rebound by the Hawks. There's 48 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pass to Okongwu. Lets the three fly. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
To the middle. Here's Barrett, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Hawks trail by 9. Young looking over the floor. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Young.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
And Barrett drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And a deep three from Young. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Young's got 10 points.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's Toronto, finishing the quarter with an... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Dick. Outside Barrett. The 3. Drops in the 3. He's got 9.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Atlanta shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
And Trae Young's attitude on the floor is so striking. He's got this unbreakable edge to him. He's super competitive and is ready to scrap with you.
Now here's Ingram. Now here's Pirtle. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Nance pulls down the board. Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Okongwu. The 3 is up. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Dick. Pirtle with the ball. Back to Dick. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Dick. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Hawks trail by 10. Outside Young. Pass to Okongwu. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Assist by
Young's got 3 assists in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Dick gets the bucket.
Certainly he has the ability to take over games. Dick's doing it early in his career.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
Here's Daniels. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, man. Ingram's stride keeping him ahead of the pack the whole way to the other end.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Risache. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 8 rebounds in the game. It's Barrett on the wing. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Castleton's checked in for Pirtle. Hawks trail by 12. Outside Young. Picked up by Okongwu. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Now Young with a steal. Beyond the arc. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Dick, the pass to Ingram. Back to Dick. Pass to Ingram. Got a piece of it. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Daniels. Here's Okongwu. The kick out to Nance. Outside Young. Here's Daniels. From deep 3-point land. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto leading by 9. And now the Raptors on the break. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And so he hits both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And here's Young. Okongwu, a screen on Barrett. There's Young with the 3. That one doesn't drop. So we conclude the first half. Raptors out in front. They're up by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
25. Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for Grady Dick.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then there's George Niang. And it's Bufkin in at the shooting guard.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's LeVert. Here's Capella. From down in the low post, it goes.
Give credit to LeVert. The correct choice in the pick and roll. Sometimes it's best to just give up the rock.
Quickly passes to Abaji. Rebounded by Johnson.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
and picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft, Coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his third year and still has plenty of room to grow.
And the Hawks making a change here. Mann's checked in. Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Now here's LeVert. Yet to see a basket. Stolen by Quickly. It's a one-on-one situation. And he's going for the lob. And finished off by Boucher.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's LeVert. Outside Johnson. 4-3. Offensive rebound. And Capella slams it down.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Quickly passes to Abaji. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. There's the triple. Nails it from three. And it's now only a 5-point Toronto lead.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Quickly against LeVert. Pass to Abaji. Launches it. And again, Toronto no good. Hawks trail by 5. Here's Mann. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And here are the Raptors now, following the score by Atlanta. Boucher, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Johnson a screen on Quickly. LeVert with the ball. Now Quickly defending. LeVert passes to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Boucher. And here they come. The finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Now here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They held a 12-point lead earlier. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Really left him alone that time. Agbaji's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's LeVert inside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Chris Boucher. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Capella. Both teams deciding to change it up. That one's no good. Here's Barrett. And he banks in the layup. Barrett's got 11.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Toronto. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Dick. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now here's Ingram. It's stolen. Pass to Rizachet from deep. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Now here's Okongwu. Okongwu, a screen on Ingram. Here's Daniels. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Dick, the pass to Barnes. And here's Ingram outside. Drains the triple. And the Raptors lead by 12.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Dick. Outside Ingram. Pass to Dick. Up top Barnes. Outside Ingram. Shoots. Nance pulls down the board. Hawks trail by 10. Young with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Outside Young. Now here's Okongwu for 3. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
Now here's Ingram. Back to Dick. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Oh, ripped away. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Here's Dick, and he drives in, and the layup is good off the glass. Dick's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're still in front, but they desperately needed that hoop to sustain the advantage.
Okongwu with the bucket.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Dick lays it up and banks it in. Dick's got 23.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Okongwu, a screen on Barrett. Okongwu inside. Boucher on him. There's Young with the 3. Not going to go that time.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
To the inside. It's stolen by Okongwu. Here he goes. It falls! And that one brings them within one.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Dick. Off the mark there with a three. Boucher against Okongwu. Money!
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Dick, the pass to Boucher. Yes!
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
The kick out to Nance. Three-pointer. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that'll put him up two. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Okongwu, a screen on Barrett. Right wing. The three is up. And buries it from deep. Oh, a tremendous three. We're tied. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Here's Abaji. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
There it is, the three. And Barnes will play the 4. Then it's Chris Boucher. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Abaji in at the 1. Here's Abaji, guarded by Young. Rejected by Okongwu. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okongwu. Abaji, the pass to Boucher. Here's Abaji, back to Boucher. Good D by Okongwu.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Outside Young. Fearless from Young inside.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
It's stolen by Nance. And here's the fast break. And Trae Young again. And now it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
And the defense really has no chance when Young gets in space. He's just too skilled.
Here's Abaji, guarded by Young. The 3. And again, Toronto, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now here's Young, takes it inside. Okongwu finds Nance. On the wing, Daniels. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Nance. Jacks up a 3. Abaji with a rebound. Raptors trail by 6.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Now here's Young. Okongwu, a screen on Barrett. And Young, here we go. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First team foul.
Poke loose.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Getting better at finding ways to draw fouls. Young just daring the D to get physical.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9.
Shooting for Atlanta.
And both free throws good for Young.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
It's stolen by Barnes. And so it's Atlanta with the W. They escape with the W. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
today. 2. Sports present. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Josh Giddey is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Buzelis in at the 3. And for the Raptors, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Ingram. And it's Boucher in at the pivot, manning the middle.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Knocks it loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Now, here's Ball. Nobody near Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Ingram setting a pick for Dick. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Right side, Ball. And a miss there on the triple. Boucher with the ball. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here's Boucher. Now Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Barnes screen on Ball. Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by Giddey.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And the basket is good. Giddey's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Vucevic the pass to Giddey. And the 3 ball is good. Giddey's got 7 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
There is no doubt that Ball brings his flight gear to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Ingram passes to Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Raptors trail by 7. Ingram outside. The quick look, no good that time. Chicago has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
And Vucevic kicks to Williams. And the Bulls, another 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. Boucher with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dick. And again, no good by Toronto. The Bulls leading by 13. The kick out to Ball. Back to Williams. He takes it in. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And here is Ball. It's been all about Lonzo Ball for the Bulls. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Boucher in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players.
Selfless player, Vucevic finding his man all alone.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Chicago leading by 17. Here's Williams. Pass to Vucevic. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ball. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
He hits the second from the line. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Now here's Giddey. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Vucevic. Goes up again, and it's in there. Giddey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Vucevic with it, picked up by Barrett. Pass to Buzelis. It's deflected. Over in the corner, Williams. The three-pointer, no good. Raptors trail by 15. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And with an off-the-charts wingspan, Ingram's effective at using his length to finish at the rim.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Buzelis. Buzelis sends a screen for Vucevic. And Boucher sends it back. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Ball. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They led by as many as 18 points. Raptors trail by 11. To the inside. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Going for a dunk. Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA, had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
The Bulls leading by 11. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Vucevic from outside the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett the pass to Boucher. Toronto working the ball around now. Outside Barrett. Sinks the triple. Barrett's got 5 points now in the quarter. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Giddey gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Ball. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ball's got 15. Just 4 seconds left here in the second. The deep three from Ingram. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dosunmu is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Collins. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the shot goes in.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Here's Quickly. And the layup's good off the glass. Quickly's got his first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Inside. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. No good that time.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Smith outside. Smith with a screen on Quickly. Horton-Tucker, the pass to Smith. Kicks it out to Collins. Tries again, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Zach Collins taking 2 shots.
And so Collins nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
To the paint. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Collins setting the big for White. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to White. Here's Horton Tucker. Smith outside. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. Raptors trail by 11. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment was a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you. Pass to Pirtle. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Here's Abaji, and the Raptors tack on 2 more. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land. White's got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
And it's quickly missing. Chicago leading by 8. Smith the pass to Dosunmu. They grab their own miss. Here's Horton Tucker. From deep, Collins. Smith outside. Fires from deep. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Pirtle. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jacks up a 3. Carries it from three-point range. White's got 10 points.
And unpredictability really one of White's strongest traits, including when pulling up on a dime. Nice. Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Pulls up from the corner. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 11. A 3 from Quickly. Here's Horton Tucker. Still without a basket. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Chicago. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Pirtle. Walter out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed. There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bulls.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. 5 on the clock. The wide open look here for Vucevic. At 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ingram with it. Defended by Giddey. Tries the spin move. Ingram dishes to Barrett. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Chicago leading by 10. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The kick out to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And his team giving up a 3 at the other end, and Ingram craps back.
And it's Ball penetrating, and it's good for 2. And the Bulls lead by 12. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ingram wide open. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Buzelis. Boucher defending. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Raptors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Now, here's Barrett. He's covered closely.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Williams finds Vucevic. Back to Williams. Ingram with the steal. Barnes down low. And the lead is down inside single digits.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Vucevic. Good on the three-point shot. Vucevic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The ability to stretch the 4 is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
Dick passes to Boucher. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barrett the pass to Boucher. It's stolen by Buzelis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Grady Dick.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
And the second free throw, good. Raptors trail by 12. Barrett wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Boucher. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get a shot off. Launches it from deep. And Boucher sends it back.
Raptors ball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ingram against Ball. Releases. And it's Ingram missing. And it's Williams with the ball for the Bulls. They lead by 7. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. And so for Richard.
tonight, we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, BA, it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Josh Giddey out there with ball. And it's Buzelis in at the small forward position. Now here's Williams. Vucevic's shot is off. Young against Giddey. Fires for three. And Young is good from three.
They're often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range three.
Williams with the screen. Takes the three. All no good. And stolen by Williams. The three ball. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
All right, now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Quinn Snyder.
And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Giddey. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
Okongwu, a screen on ball. Young against ball. Count it. Young's got 5.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, BA. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself. And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Ball finds Giddey. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. He's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Young. 5 points in the game. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Young. He's got 6.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Okongwu, a screen on ball. Here's Young. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Giddey against Okongwu. Giddey passes to Ball. The three-pointer off the mark. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. Pass to Nance. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Williams with the screen. And Ball throws it down.
And don't be surprised when it is that Lonzo Ball rises up like that. He can get it done.
Here's Young. Uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 8.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside, Williams. The kick out to Ball. with the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Larry Nance picks one up.
He's got such a great handle and then can get up to speed quickly. Lonzo Ball with a nice drive.
So he gets them both. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
Now here's Young. Give him 8. He takes it in. Drops in the layup for 2. 10 points for him.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
Young against Giddey. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Okongwu, a screen on Ball. Pass to Okongwu. And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for Chicago. He put together 10 points. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Ball is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Buzelis in at the 3, the small forward. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment, right?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Okongwu finds Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Back to Williams. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. Williams has got 6.
Yeah, I mean, they put so much focus on Vucevic, it leaves a wide open man.
Young from long range. Young missing again.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
And Giddey, one of those guys who really can stuff the stat sheet.
Young against Ball. Young can't hit.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Bulls leading by 9. It's Giddey on the wing. Back to Ball. 6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Vucevic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. For Atlanta, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Look at Young, making it look easy.
Undeniable range. Young is going to pull up the moment he gets any angle out there.
Pass to Giddey. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Here's Okongwu. Chicago making their last shot. Young with it, guarded by Vucevic. Young can't hit. Chicago leading by 7. Down low. Vucevic's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Let's go with a 3. Young misses. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Giddey, one of those guys who, when he's on the floor, plays with that kind of joy that Steve Kerr often talks about with Steph Curry. This is a guy who wants to keep improving in any way that he can. And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Vucevic with it. Zant's covering. And Ball gets it to go.
Set him up well, and you can trust Lonzo to sink that shot.
Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Here's Ball. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Both good from the line that time. There's 38 seconds left in the half. Young on the drive. To the wing on the left. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Ball looks over the floor. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ball's got 10 points in the quarter.
Again, big guards, that helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
Okongwu, a screen on Ball. Young. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Bulls. They lead by 11. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far, all of his have been on point.
Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Terrence Mann is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Niang in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. DeSumo on the wing. The 3 is up. They get it again. A nice shot by Smith. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And here's LeVert for 3. Knocks it down from distance. LeVert's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Tries the spin move. White, the pass to Horton Tucker. Here's the 3. That shot missing. Atlanta's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, B.A.? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare, just when he gets his confidence.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Chicago leading by 8. White looking it over. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
The team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here's LeVert. 5 points in the game. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, come on, BA. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Capella. Outside Johnson. LeVert outside. Beyond the arc. Niang. That's good. Niang's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's LeVert. He has 7. And there's 1:38 left in the third. And there's the foul. It'll go on Zach Collins. That's his first foul of the game. To the paint. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Mann. 4 on the clock. Left side Johnson. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by White. And White has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. He drops it from range.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Now here's LeVert. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. White with it, and Capella picks him up defensively. White can't hit. Hawks trail by 9. 3 on 3. From behind the arc. Man, misses. Chicago has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Chicago leading by 11. Outside White. Puts up a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. White's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
That one falls. LeVert's got 9 points now in the second half.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Smith outside. White for 3. Sinks it from distance. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And so it's Chicago in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Ball is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Buzelis in at the 3 slot. Such a wide open look. Vucevic has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is what it's been since halftime. remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
That's tipped. The three. Daniels, that one's true.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them. Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Ball no good. Hawks trail by 14.
His first. Team's first.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Nance outside. Jacks up a three. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Williams from long range. Bulls keep it alive. To the left side wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. He buries it from 3.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Here's Young. Got it. Young's got 24 points.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Knocked loose. And now the Hawks on the break. The 3 is up. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And he stays with it. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Okongwu, a screen on Giddey. Young from long range. Hits the trifecta. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Young, known as a remarkable scorer, he can fill it up in a variety of ways.
Here's Ball. Outside, Williams. Okongwu against Vucevic. Back to Williams. Fires for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds in the game. Fires the 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
And Ball throws it down.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
A lot has been made about Lonzo's shooting motion. The bottom line, who cares what it looks like when the shots are going in?
Back to Okongwu. Pass to Young. Clock at 6. Offensive board.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs. They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
2 points. That one goes.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Picked by Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bulls.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Josh Giddey.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
There's 53 seconds left in the game. The 3, Williams grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Offensive rebound. Giddey out left to the wing. Three-pointer, Vucevic knocks it down from distance. And the Bulls lead by 17.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
There's Ball with a three. The rebound by the Hawks. There's Young with the three. Three-pointer, Buzelis off target. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
is out there with Ingram. And it's Boucher in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, Trae Young is out there with Daniels. Then there's Rizachet. Then it's Nance. And it's Okongwu into the center position. Barrett wide open. He fires. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, Dick, following Onyeka Okongwu's three-point attempt, trains it from beyond the arc.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
And that one drops for him.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Ingram outside. It's good. Ingram's got 5.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Young pass to Okongwu. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Count it.
Carving through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets, penknife inside.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks, David. Here's Dick, following the basket by Trae Young. A steal. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Out to Nance. Fires the 3. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Young buries it down low. He's got 8.
Crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Ingram setting a pick for Dick. A special move before the shot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
And you look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Here is Daniels. No scoring in this one. Connects from three-point range. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
The kick out to Young. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Raptors trail by 4. They set the screen. Ingram passes to Barrett. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. Pass to Barnes. There's the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
There's 47 seconds left in the first. Barnes can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Okongwu. Hits the three-point bomb. 8 points for Onyeka Okongwu.
How about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Ingram finds Dick. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force. Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
It's stolen by Nance. And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Trae Young. Okongwu is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Daniels. And it's Rizachet in at the 3 spot.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Dick can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 9. Here's Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on R.J. Barrett.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Here's Young after Toronto at the three-pointer. Okongwu with a screen on Barrett. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And Young kicks to Okongwu. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 8. Right side Barrett. Good. Nice job down low. Barrett's got 5.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Out to Nance. Fires for 3. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
Larry Nance Jr. in a catch-and-shoot situation. That's not easy to guard.
Onside, Barrett. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Hawks leading by 9. Nance, right side. Here's Daniels. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And Young kicks to Nance. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And Boucher sends it back.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
Atlanta's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. He gets that one. 14 points for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Young after the Raptors pick up 2. With the drive. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay-for-play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him. The Hawks leading by 12. Young drives in. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The Raptors have gone 6 or 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Down low. And it's finished off by Boucher.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
And Young kicks to Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Okongwu's now got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's Barnes for 3. The rebound by Young. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 22 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Three-pointer. Good on the triple. He's got 25.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Trae Young, he's feeling it. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So the Raptors 5 right now. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Ingram is out there with Dick. And it's Boucher in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hurdle's shot is off. Atlanta leading by 21. LeVert from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
But you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Screen by Capella. There's the triple. It's LeVert again for 3. LeVert's got 9.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's LeVert, 11 points in the game. Knocked away. And they're running. Here's Walter. Can't throw it down with one hand.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Screen by Capella. Here's Mann. Off target with his 3. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hey, Doris, how about Terrence Mann starting on a loaded Clippers team?
Think about this, Kevin. You're joined in the starting lineup by 3 future Hall of Famers in Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden. And what I love about Terrence, he didn't look out of place. Gives you some sense of how capable this young man is fitting in around great players.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Hawks.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Toronto, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively.
Toronto foul. His first, team second.
Atlanta's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Capella sends a screen for LeVert. A three-pointer is right on target. LeVert's got 14 points for the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Quickly the pass to Abaji. Launches it. It's good from long range. He has 5.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Three-pointer, LeVert. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Abaji can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Atlanta again missing. The Raptors have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Now here's LeVert. Tight defense on him. Pass to Capella. Here's Mann. Puts up a 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Good on the triple.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Quickly the pass to Abaji. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Abaji's got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. No good with the triple. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Abaji. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And here's LeVert. Lobbed up there for Johnson.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so it's Atlanta in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Nance. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. Then there's Rizachet. And it's Okongwu in at the center, locking down the middle.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. Young's teammates love to see him at the stripe.
Left side, Barrett. Boucher passes to Dick. And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. Off target from three-point range. Raptors trail by 20. Here's Barrett. Finished off the break. 7 points for R.J. Barrett. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And the shot is good.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Ingram wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Young. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Okongwu with a screen on Barrett. Here's Young. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Three-pointer. Young's shot is off. Raptors trail by 20. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Young against Barrett. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Okongwu. They get it again. Raptors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. It's good.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
The Hawks again can't hit. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And it's out of bounds. Ball's touched by Nance. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 8th rebound here tonight. Young looking it over. The three sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And this is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
Pass to Dick. Barrett kicks to Ingram. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Barnes. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Young from outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's picked off.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Atlanta.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Trae Young.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And that one's good. Ingram.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The Hawks working the ball around. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Nance. Beyond the arc. Young's shot is off. And here are the Raptors now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Barrett. In the corner, it's Ingram. That's tipped. Young fires away from outside. Misses. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business. And thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.